As much as you want a new home, you don't want to find yourself overstretched to your budget. In order to avoid such a predicament, you should approach this process systematically. Here are some steps to ensure you don't buy too much house. Each opportunity can be very different. You may be considering a home in a subdivision that already has utilities or easy access to water, electricity, and sewer system. Or you may be looking to build on rural acreage where you may have to dig a well, install a septic system, and tap into electricity that is far away. Number 1, start off conservatively. In determining the price of your home, start with a basic home size and floor plan with little or no amenities. You'll want to include costs for necessities such as permits, inspections, utility access and hookups, sewer system hookups, or septic tank installation, water wells and gas or propane installation if necessary. At Palm Harbor, we deal with these issues all the time, so our housing professionals can help you with estimates. These amounts should be added to the basic package price of the home. Number 2, do a wish list. Have some idea what kind of features you'd like to have for your target house. Depending on costs, you may want to include some amenities such as sidewalks or a driveway in the mortgage to be paid off over a long period of time. But you may want to tackle other amenities such as a rear deck, storage buildings, or workshops later, after you have moved in and as your finances will allow. Other features you'll want to consider are upgrades in carpet, appliances, exterior treatments, or fixtures. These upgrades, when you buy your new home, will cost less than changing them out later. No sense in paying for them twice. See our tips and frequently asked questions sections at the end of this seminar for a sample of a wish list you can print out and use. Number 3, prioritize the features. After compiling the list of home features that are important to you, prioritize them. This will allow you to be able to make trade-offs later on, if necessary, once you've established your budget. Also, this information will be quite helpful to your housing consultant. He or she can help you prioritize and may think of additional items you may not have considered, like fireplaces or built-in specialty cabinets. Many items are packaged for more savings. Number 4, peg your down payment. You can start out by answering a few questions like, how much cash do I have available for a down payment? And how much should I anticipate for closing costs? Knowing these answers can help you determine what kinds of loans you can get. Normally, down payments range from 3.5% to 20% of a home's purchase price. At Palm Harbor, if you own your own land outright or have a good amount of equity, you may qualify for no down payment. This is particularly helpful for young families just starting out that have access to family-owned land. You may have saved earnestly to fund your house. Perhaps you decided you could also earmark some or all of the proceeds of your previous home sale to your new house budget. Many are comfortable planning a rollover of their previous home's equity into their new home. Decide what's right for you. I'll describe more about down payments later in a segment called the loan process. Number 5, do some math. The standard rule for monthly mortgage payments is that it should be between 25 to 33% of your monthly gross income. More specifically, here is the 20-28-36 rule, a useful tool for mortgage affordability. Use a down payment of 3.5% or more. No more than 28% of your gross annual income should go to mortgage insurance, homeowners' fees, and real estate taxes. No more than 36% of your gross annual income should go to mortgage, home, and other debt expenses such as credit card debt, car, and school loans, etc. Note that the last two numbers in this case, 28 and 36, represent debt-to-income ratios, which help you determine your maximum monthly mortgage payment. Requirements change depend on the financial markets and governmental influence on the banking industry. A Palm Harbor housing consultant can further explain how these numbers work together in obtaining a home loan and the current temperament of the financial industry. There are several mortgage budget calculators available free online where you can plug in practically everything you receive, save, or spend to arrive at an affordable mortgage payment. An example is the CNN Money Home Affordability Calculator. Whether or not you find this a realistic representation of your situation, it's still a good starting point for developing a budget. Look for more like it using your favorite search engine. Number 6, get pre-qualified for a loan. As we discussed earlier, working through your budget will give you a great opportunity to review your finances with a loan professional and truly determine if your home buying plan is feasible. This process doesn't cost anything and should give you a good idea of how well your standing is as a home buyer in this current market, since lenders will carefully evaluate your finances for that pre-qualification. Number 7, talk to friends and family. Talk to trusted family members and friends who may be able to offer you some opinions, input, or even advice on buying or building a new home. At the very least, they can be a sounding board for any ideas you may have. This is just another way to get a different perspective on things, especially with regard to the important decision that's facing you. Once you have determined your budget, you're ready for the next step, the loan process, covered in the next segments. If there are issues with your credit that may hinder a loan approval, Palm Harbor can help with that also. See our tips and frequently asked questions sections at the end of this seminar for related in-depth discussions.